Hey MDTD family, let me hope that everybody is doing well. Thank you so much. Welcome to another video. I'm about to do some jerk pork in the oven. All right, jerk pork in the oven. Full disclosure, I don't eat pork, but that doesn't mean that I can't cook it. Right, so I'm going to show you how I do my jerk pork in the oven. As you know, probably some of you have not known, but I am living in Canada where we have a very long winter, so it's hard to do anything on the outside, especially when it comes down to barbecue or jerking. So it doesn't mean that you can't have what you want to have. So we are going to use the oven and we're going to show you how we jerk pork, or how I jerk pork in the oven. So stay tuned, right, and just watch the process. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're new, also please go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It is Paul_MDTD. Paul_MDTD. And I want to say thanks, give a big thanks to all my subscribers. I really appreciate it. And you are helping the channel to grow. So please go ahead, share the video with your family and friends, and also ask them to share it with their friends and loved ones as well. All right, so stay tuned, watch the process. I'll show you how I do my jerk pork in the oven. I have in this container here a piece of pork. It's a pork leg. All right, so I'm going to jerk the pork, and I have some pimento berries here, or you can call it allspice. I have all-purpose seasoning, that's 1 tablespoon. I have meat seasoning here, 1 tablespoon as well. I also have 1 tablespoon of jerk seasoning, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and I also have a teaspoon of sugar. And over here now, what I have a medium onion. I have 2 stalks of scallion or green onion. I have some thyme, a piece of ginger, hot pepper. I have 2 cloves of garlic. So what I'll be doing, I'll be just putting all the dry seasoning on the pork. And I don't need any salt because the all-purpose, the jerk seasoning, and the meat seasoning already contains salt. So I'm just going to pour everything over, all right? Put this aside. And I have my onion, scallion, and so forth and so on that I have already named. Now, I'm going to just cut these. And this is for the green seasoning. Now be careful with the pepper, all right? Always watch how much you can take. That's very important, right? But from all that I know is that jerk seasoning really needs to have spice. It really needs to have the pepper. All right, so stay tuned. I'm going to put this in a blender cup and I'm going to blend it for my green seasoning. All right. Okay, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of browning. And then I have my jerk seasoning. Right, the green jerk seasoning. I'm just going to pour that all over it. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to massage all the seasoning in the pork. And I'm using my gloves here because of the spice. Right, you want every bit of it to soak up the seasoning. Just like that. Make sure every area is covered. You want your pork to be well seasoned. All right. So I'm going to leave this to marinate for about an hour, and then I will check back in with you. All right. Preferably you would want your pork or your meat to be seasoned overnight, right? Or even for a longer period of time. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to let it marinate for about an hour. I'm going to cover it with saran wrap, and then I will come back to you. Okay guys, so my pork, or the pork, has been marinating for quite a bit. We're up on the hour mark. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it in this container here. Just like that. And you want to make sure that you lay it as flat as possible. All right, so you just want to make sure that everything is covered. Go ahead and just spread it out. I'm going to cover this, put it with a piece of aluminum foil. I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'm going to let it cook for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour, and I will get back to you. Okay guys, so we're coming up on the half an hour mark. So I just want to take it out of the oven and see what is happening, all right, and what it looks like. So I'll show you what is going on here. Okay, so this is where we are now in the process. Still need some cooking, so I'm just going to turn it over. And although I don't eat pork, it is smelling real good. I can smell the seasoning. All right, so I'm gonna let it stay in the oven for another half an hour. All right, so stay tuned. This is just part of the process. Okay guys, let's see together what is happening here. So we have been cooking for about an hour, and this seemed to be very tender. But we're not done yet. All right. This is just about 3/4 of the way. So just stay tuned and I'll show you my next step. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do now, or what I have done, is that I have transferred the pork from the oven to the grill, my oven grill. And I'm going to use the sauce or the marinate, and I'm just going to baste the top. Then I'm going to set it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to give it 10 minutes on each side. All right, so just like that, baste it. And as you can see, it is looking real good, right? But I'm going to put it in the oven again on the grill, right? And I put some water in the bottom of the container so as to keep it moist, All right, so stay tuned. 10 minutes on both sides, or on each side rather. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The color is nice. All right, so that's one side is finished. So I'm going to turn it over and then baste it again, give it another 10 minutes, and then we are ready for the presentation. All right, so stay tuned. Very, very simple, easy recipe, jerk pork in the oven. Let me hope you can see it. Okay guys, so one side is finished and I'm just going to baste the other side with the marinade, just like that, and then put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. And then we are done. Set this aside. And so we'll just put this back in the oven and another 10 minutes like I've said before, and then we're done. Okay guys, so this is what the finished product look like. It's all done and I think it is looking good. So let me cut into it and see what it is like. Let's look at that. It's well done. Unfortunately, I cannot taste it because like I've mentioned to you before, I don't eat pork, but I guess I will have one of my family members who is a pork eater to test it and let you know what it is like. All right, so here you go, taste it and let me know if I've done a good job.
Wow.
It's good?
Amazing. Amazing. Well done, like well done, not overdone. Tender, all the spices. I can taste them right through. Oh my.
Look
amazing.
at that, guys.
Succulent.
All right. So there you have it. Jerk pork done in the oven.
So good.
So you don't have to wait until summer to have your favorite jerk pork. Awesome. All right, let me put this in a plate so that you can see. All right, so there we have it, the jerk pork. Right, it's fall off the bone, it is tender, it is juicy. Just look at that. You can see it, it's properly cooked. And I can smell the spice. Like I've said, unfortunately, I cannot taste it, but you have heard, right? You have heard that it is good. And I do believe that it is really, really good. So thank you so much. Jerk pork done in the oven. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending the time with me. Let me hope that you have enjoyed the video. Please go ahead and follow the recipe step by step, and I'll leave the ingredients down in the description so you can check out the description below for the ingredients. And please remember to subscribe, like, and share. This is how you're going to help me to grow, all right? 3 simple things I'm asking you to do. Subscribe, like, share. As a matter of fact, 4, turn on your post notification bell so that every time I upload a video, then you will be the first or one of the first to be notified, all right? Let me hope that you will enjoy your jerk pork. And if you're not a pork eater, that's all right. All right, please go ahead, still subscribe. And if you're a pork eater, subscribe as well. All right, so no discrimination around here. Please go ahead and enjoy your jerk pork done in the oven. All right, stay tuned. God bless you until the next video. Let me hope that you enjoy it to the max. All right.